and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome to matchday 6 in La Liga, as Barça will travel to Villarreal. With the games right now, they are coming at lightning speed, as are the uploads here on the channel. Earlier on today, guys, if you did miss it, we did talk in detail about Hansi Flick's press conference. It was absolutely fascinating, some of his words there. But now, it is time for the match preview, as can Barça bounce back from Thursday's defeat against Monaco? Will Flick make any changes to his lineup? And will I ever get a prediction right again? It's all on the way. So let's do it. Because I really do appreciate right now, guys, the incredible super thanks support coming in here. Lots of people saying, please just continue to be yourself. I really appreciate that, guys. Professional or not, we are keeping it real right here. Great support coming in as well from Nathan, from Max, as always, on the channel. So many people have been watching here for so many years. It is extraordinary. We've been through so many highs and lows here together. But hopefully, lots more good moments are just around the corner. Thank you to all of you guys for the great support, because right here this Sunday, this, by the way, it's a massive game, I feel, for Barça. You know, following on from Thursday, the defeat, the frustration, the anger, the disappointment, what we need to do now is hit back. It's as simple as that right here. Because I think the fact this game has come around so quickly, there's both positives and negatives to that. Because firstly, what that means is, in a positive sense, is that Barça have an immediate opportunity to put things right here, to put Thursday's defeat firmly behind us. You know, we don't want to linger on it. We don't want to let this cast a shadow over our team here. We have no choice now but to move on quickly to the next game, and that's what we want. Because it's interesting when we're talking here about a response, we're looking for a reaction from Barça, because it's not really in the traditional sense, because obviously we lost the game, but we didn't actually play, badly, 11 versus 11. We didn't see any catastrophic problems as a team in that game, because it was about one mistake. It was about one moment of madness, one red card that changed everything. So the first thing that I would say here is, don't do that again. Can we please stop getting players sent off? That is 2 red cards now in our last 2 games, and let's cut out these individual mistakes right here. What we have to do early on in this game, let's assess situations, let's have a look around you, see who's in a position to receive the ball, see who is in a position to not. Let's play with our heads here early on. We do not want to be undone by any more errors. But I do feel as though, guys, earlier on, like I say, we spoke in detail about Flick's press conference. He was actually, though, really proud about the 10 players that stayed out there for 80 minutes there, especially the 9 outfield ones there who ran their hearts out in Monaco. And I think he was really proud of that fight, the effort. I think they actually earned a lot of respect and admiration from their coach, even in defeat on Thursday. But I think actually it's because of that huge amount of effort there. You know, the amount that every player put into that game, that's actually where my concern is ahead of this match. It's not really about losing on Thursday. It's more about the energy levels in the team right now, because we are heading here into our 3rd game in a week. And all of them have been away from home. And all of them, they really have been very tricky games as well. There's been no easy ones in there, no gimmies. And then you add to that, like I say, playing 80 minutes with 10 men on Thursday. And I think it's a quick turnaround here to Sunday. So how are we going to be feeling? How are the energy levels going to stack up? Because especially when you consider our rivals here, Villarreal, they've had the entire week off. You know, they've been sat around training, planning, preparing for this match. And also, they're having a great season. They are yet to lose in La Liga so far this campaign. 3 wins, 2 draws to their name. Those 2 actually came against Atleti and away at Valencia. So they've had a really strong start to the season. Jose Perez, for me, he's been their standout. He's had an excellent start to his Villarreal career. 3 goals already in La Liga. And he's only started 2 matches for them. So he's definitely somebody there that we have to keep an eye on. But I think when you're looking at Villarreal under Barcelona, you can see here 4th in the table so far. They're a team who are very well drilled. Flick spoke about that there earlier on. They're a team there that attack well, they create chances, they're often very clinical in front of goal as well. They can play football as well as anybody when they're really on it here in the league. They're a very good team. And I think for Barça, in order here to maintain the high levels that we set so far this season, in order here to maintain our lead at the top of the league, we've got to overcome this challenge. This is a tough game. It really genuinely is, we're going to have to perform. Because that then is when we move on to the team news at Barca right now, guys. And again, thinking about the way the players are feeling, because the likes of Estadio, Pedri, they've actually been doing more gym work since we actually got back from Monaco rather than training out on the field today. In his press conference, Flick did say that Estadio had some discomfort yesterday, but today he was feeling much better. He expects him and Pedri to be okay to play. But of course, we do not have Ferran Torres for this game after his red card against Girona last weekend, so he is suspended for this match right here. And I'm actually wondering if that's one of the reasons why Flick didn't start him in midweek against Monaco and actually started Eric Garcia almost to prepare for this game as well, knowing that Ferran wouldn't be an option here. Eric could slot into that midfield, Pedri could be the more advanced player, and the question now is, do you start Eric Garcia again? Because obviously what happened on Thursday, one thing, he's had a lot of rest. He didn't actually play for very long, only 10 minutes of the game. That's good, I suppose, but no doubt his confidence would have taken a hit because of that red card, because of everything here that has followed. And I don't believe that it was his fault. You know, I've said that lots of times here on the channel since the game, but Eric Garcia at times, he does make me a bit nervous. You know, you don't know what's going to happen next with him. You do feel at times as though there is a mistake in there waiting to happen. So do you start him again in this game? That's a question. Another one, of course, is all surrounding Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Lots of people thinking, is there any chance at all that we could see somebody else there? Is there any chance that maybe we could give some opportunities to younger players here? But I just think Flick, he's obviously gonna stick with ter Stegen. It's very early in the season. He is our number one goalkeeper. We didn't sign anybody else. That was the big mistake for me, that we haven't even considered a goalkeeper. We haven't even looked there at the options that are out there. That was the big mistake in the summer. But now, of course, you're looking to Iñaki Peña. I don't think we're going to bring him in instead of Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Astralaga really impressed in pre-season. He's an exciting talent. I would like to see more of him. You know, I think we can give him chances as the season goes on, but I would not expect Flick to do anything at all with ter Stegen right now as we stand. There have even been rumours that Flick could play exactly the same team that played against Monaco. Almost as though, okay, let's try that again. We're going to line up with the same team, same players, same setup, and this time, we're going to keep everybody out there, and we're going to go toe-to-toe with Villarreal. So it's going to be interesting to see if Flick does do that with absolutely no changes at all. But for me, guys, I'd kind of like to see Pablo Torre. You know, I would say here, I would like to play a natural sort of number 10. Pedri can play there, but I think Pedri can also play very well in defensive midfield. And I would like, if possible, to keep that duo of Casado and Pedri together. So if it was me here, I'd like to see Pablo Torre, natural player in that attacking 10 zone, Rafinha to the left, Lamine Yamal to the right-hand side. But I'm still looking at that team thinking, well, is there any way we can rotate though? You know, is there any way that we can change around a few things? Because we're seeing the same players all along. I think Ansu will get more minutes in this game. I don't think he will start it, but he will get more minutes coming off the bench. But apart from that then, the defensive line, what are you really going to do? You know, there's the likes here of Sergi Dominguez. If you want to rotate one of the centre-backs, you could maybe give Pau Kubasi some rest, but then you're putting a lot of faith in young Sergi Dominguez to come in and replace him. You've got Gerard Martin, you've got Hector Fort, you've got young players here who can play, but I would also look at Pau Victor. I think we've got to use him more often. I think Lewandowski played too long, I would say, against Monaco. I wouldn't have actually left him out there for as long as we did against Monaco. I think Pau Victor could have come on in the game much, much sooner than he did, so it's going to be really interesting here to see what Flick does, because I think he wants to look after the players, he wants to make sure that everybody's fresh, everybody can still give their 100%, but where is that rotation going to come from right now? The squad is looking a little bit thin with these injuries that we've had. What would you do in terms of this game? Would you start the same way, or the changes need to happen? However, guys, we do now need to move on to the predictions ahead of this all-important game, and to be perfectly honest, it ain't going too well when it comes to the predictions right now. I honestly didn't think that it would be this hard to rack up a few points. I feel like right now I'm a striker who's on a goal drought, and will I ever score again? I don't know. Well, let's have a look here. You are opting for the first Barca goal scorer to be... not that one. Not that one. Get that away. Take it off now. now, please? You are hoping that it will be Lamine Yamal. That is where the majority is right now from you guys. And of course, Yamal has been incredible recently. He is on fire in front of goal, and it would take a brave man to go against him. Am I going to do that? Am I a brave man or am I a stupid man? Well, I'm going to go with Robert Lewandowski. And the reason for that is, I just think he's due a goal right now. He hasn't really had too many opportunities. He hasn't really been in the thick of the action. We haven't created as many chances, of course. Certainly against Monaco, we did not, for obvious reasons. But I think Lewandowski, he's going to get one. He's going to get one at some point. Is it going to be the first one against Villarreal? And then, looking at the margin of victory, guys, there's still lots of confidence here, and I really love that right now about the Barca fan base. We were frustrated after the defeat against Monaco. We were very, very sad, but we are bouncing back here. We still feel confident of a Barca win, and there's actually more people believing that we will win by a 4+ goal margin than the people that believe we will only win by 1 goal. So that there speaks of the confidence right now. The majority of you guys are opting for a 2-goal victory for Barca. But I am actually going to say here, it might be a close one. I am going to go for a win by just the 1 goal, because I think we could see a similar kind of game to the first 3 league games of the season, whereby it was 2-1 every single time. I think we're going to play well. I think we're going to be tested by Villarreal, and the scoreline may end up in the end being closer than the game actually looked. But I think it's going to be tough, and I think it's going to be tight at times for Barca. But the important thing here is that we do bounce back. We do deliver and react and perform, and I think we will. We can get the win, and we can keep this Flick train moving, guys. So let me know all of your predictions down below. Who is going to score the first goal? What is the score going to be? And I will see you all after the game for what I hope will be much, much nicer emotions than what we felt on Thursday. Thank you indeed, guys, for tuning in right throughout the day on both of the uploads. Incredible support, and I will catch you soon. But until next time, yeah, as always, Vejka, yeah, Barca.